Yo, what's up guys? It's Nick from Big Ends Gaming and welcome back to another MLB The Show 18 Dynasty video. Today, we will be going over the new update. So we have a new Immortal, new programs, and a roster update, but the roster update is just like transactions. So first, we're going to go over the new Immortal. Oh yeah, and a new event. But for the new Immortal, it is Cardinal, one of the best Cardinals of all time, if not the best. You could fight for him or Bob Gibson. Stan Musial, right fielder, lefty hitter, lefty thrower. And this guy is a beast. His career average is like 330 something. So he has 125 contact versus both. Power was still pretty good, but it wasn't as good as like other all-time greats, because even though he is an all-time great, like he's a top 10 player of all time. 106 power versus lefties, 90 versus righties. He has 100. He's the only card in the game to have 125 vision. He like rarely ever struck out. 108 discipline, 125 clutch, 78 bunt, 99 durability, 57 drag bunt. Speed is meh. Fielding is okay. He can play first, and the whole outfield is his primary outfielder position is right field. So the thing about this program is that let's just say it's different. So like normal, there are different versions of his cards in the program. So there is Impact veteran Stan Musial, first baseman, 38-year-old season in 1959. 67 contact versus righties, 62 power versus righties, 43 contact versus lefties, 50 power versus lefties, 93 vision, 97 discipline. This card is honestly not good, but like it's his Impact veteran card, so you know. Then you get loot at 20%. Oh yeah, and you get the Impact veteran at 10%. You get loot at 20%. 3 souvenir packs at 30%. 3 Cardinals hats at 40%. And then at 50% you get rookie Stan Musial, which is a better card than the Impact veteran. 96 contact versus righties, 47 versus lefties, 48 versus power versus righties, 32 power versus lefties, 113 vision. He can play everywhere in the outfield. 60% is more loot. 70% is 3 souvenir packs. 80% is 1 diamond Cardinals jersey. 90% is a 10-pack bundle. I find that interesting. And obviously 100 is the Immortal Stan Musial, who I just went over. But in case you missed it, here's his stats. So now I'm gonna show you how you get him. So the missions are different. So, obviously, you have the stats for the cards that you get throughout the program. So, I'm going to show you how to get through the program, but first I'm just going to say that, like, once you get the Impact veteran Stan Musial, right now, the max you can get to Stan Musial is 40%. I'll explain that later, but let's say you get to 10%, get the Stan Musial, you can do a stat mission, that'll get you another 30. And then once you get the rookie, you can do a stat mission, and that'll get you another 10. Besides those 2 stat missions with these 2 cards, this is completely different to other Immortals. So, as you can see, there are 6 of the same exact missions. Exchange 2 Musial autographs or bobbleheads. What you do is, I will show you how this connects to the new event too. In online games only, no packs, no market. Certain online games, you will be able to collect these as rewards. Once you get 12, then all you need to do is the stat missions with those Musial cards, and then you get the Immortal Stan Musial. So you're probably asking, Nick, how do you get these autographs or bobbleheads? Well, you exchange 2 at a time, and there's 6 missions, so the most you can use are 12. I don't think they're just going to be only 12 that you can get. I think they're going to be probably maybe even 20, to be honest. But once they come out, I'm just gonna get them as soon as possible, just cause I really want the stand Musial. I'm going for every Immortal in the game, so yeah. How you get these is if you look at the new event. Is this gonna load? There we go. So the new event is called the Immortal event. It's all NL Central players and any commons you want that are no worse than 60 overall. If you get 10 cumulative wins, or once you get your 10th cumulative win, you get one stand Musial bobblehead. If you get once you get to your 20th, you get another one, and to your 30th, you get a third. So the most you can have at the moment is 3, and 3 over 12 is 25%. So the most of the bobbleheads that you can get towards stand Musial is 20%, but that's obviously not how far you can go in this program. So you can do one of the 6 of the collect bobblehead ones in his program, which will get you to 10% for the Impact Veteran, and then you can do a mission with him, which is 40%. So right there, you are almost halfway done with his Immortal. Even if you only get 2 of them. But you also get a 91 Andrew McCutcheon for 25 wins, and like every other event, the wins per entry, 12 is a 85 to 89, 9 is a gold player, 6 is a silver, and 3 is a bronze. So, also, the max team overall is 73, 6-inning games, and guest pitch is on, which I find pretty interesting. So, now I'm going to show you the Andrew McCutcheon, who is a pretty good card, not gonna lie. This is the year after he won the MVP, and in the stream, they talked about how they did the year after. Last year they had his MVP one. This year they're doing the year after because he had better stats in the year after his MVP year. So he has 89 contact versus righties, 125 versus lefties, which is the max. 69 power versus righties, haha, so funny. 80 versus lefties. 65 vision. 78 discipline. And then he has 84 fielding. 73 arm strength. 77 arm accuracy. 83 reaction. And 82 speed. With 48 ceiling. So this card is all around pretty much a 5-tool player. So this isn't a bad card. I'll definitely try to get him. I might do a debut of him. I'm not sure. But yeah. So now that we've gone over the event and the new Immortal, we're also going to. They also released new positional programs. They did not release any new career arcs, but they did release new positional programs, and these will be necessary for the future career arcs, which will be necessary for the Immortals. So first, we are going to talk about Mark Reynolds. So you have to. That's pretty obvious what that mission is. So, oh god, that's gonna be annoying. So you have to exchange Diamondback souvenirs, which I'm literally gonna do right now. And then you have to exchange third baseman, which is nothing. I'll just exchange Chase Headley and TJ Rivera. Oh, really, dude? And then Devin Marrero. So just like that, I have those 2 done. And then you get, for all of them, you get loot at 20, I think. A souvenir pack at 40, and then more loot at 60. So a mission for this is 10 fielding assists with third baseman, their primary position, in Diamond Dynasty games. Once you do that and the exchanges, you get this 80 Mark Reynolds, who is a beast. I didn't really get to use him last year because I think he was a player epic. Not really sure. But he had 68 contact versus righties, 53 contact versus lefties, 97 power versus righties, and 88 power versus lefties. Power is king in this game. This card will probably be a Battle Royale god. Okay fielding, he can play the corner positions. This is a pretty solid card. And then obviously it's pretty obvious. Once you get the Mark Reynolds, the mission you have to do to get a souvenir is get 2 home runs in one game with him because it says 2-homer game. Next is the Adam Lind, who is a left fielder who will go towards Babe Ruth. So obviously you have to do the Blue Jays souvenirs, which I'm going to do right now. And then you have to exchange left fielders. It's nothing. I'll just do that right now. I'll exchange Ichiro because he's a free agent. And I'll also exchange Alex Gordon because he's not getting upgraded. And then I need another. I'll exchange Matt Caesar. Alright. So the 2 exchanges gets you to 40%. And then the mission for him is lefty left fielder, so we have to get 3 homers and 6 RBIs with lefty left fielders, obviously. And that would get you this 81 Adam Lind. Sorry for that. Who is a beast. He has 93 contact versus righties, 85 power versus righties, 72 contact versus lefties, 62 power versus lefties, 74 vision, 68 discipline, 87 clutch. This card is pretty good. He can play left and right field, which is pretty solid. Then next is Austin Jackson. So you just do there. This is one of the programs where you have 2 missions with the overall reward. Obviously has the exchanges like every other one. I'll just put in Albert Almora and Paulo Orlando. So for the Austin Jackson, you need to exchange these. And then you will get those. And then you need 3 stolen bases with center fielders in Diamond Dynasty games. Pretty easy. Just find a center fielder with a lot of speed. I'm sure everyone has at least one. It's pretty common. And then once you get him, you do 2 missions. One is a single game mission. Extra base hit, that probably means you have to get either a double, triple, or I might sound like an idiot, but I think a home run might be an extra base hit. I'm not really sure. But you get this 81 Austin Jackson, who I played with a little bit last year because he was the Tigers collection. 87 contact versus righties, 79 versus lefties, 51 power versus righties, 53 power versus lefties, 59 vision, 81 discipline. He can play all outfield positions. He's a gold fielder, 79 speed, even though he's 31 stealing. This card isn't half bad. Then for the last one is another Future Stars. It's Fernando Romero for the Twins. He has a 2-seam, slider, fastball, and changeup. 83 stamina, 72 hits per 9, 82 Ks per 9, 71 homers per 9, 67 control, 93 velocity, 92 break. This card, in my opinion, is meh. He's not great, but he does have great break and velocity. So, it's okay. So, the mission is tally 20 innings and 2 wins with any pitchers 23 years old or younger in Diamond Dynasty games. And then you have the exchanges, which I'll do right now so I don't forget to do them. So once you get those done, you will get the Romero. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, come on. How many pages are there? Steven Matz, I'll just put you in. And then Chris Stratton. Actually, no, I'll do Nolasco because he's a free agent. There we go. So then, I'll just get the loot and the souvenir pack. So, one more thing really quickly. I'm just going to run through the roster update. It's all transactions. It's not many upgrades. If this could load. Does it want to load? You want a load game? There you go. Gerard Dyson went up 1 because he switched to center field. Conforto went up 1 because he moved to left. Jose Perella moved to second base. Matt Kemp moved to left field. Max Kepler got a +1 because he moved to right field. Brandon Finnegan got moved to a starting pitcher, so he's now 72. Jock Peterson lost 1 overall point because he got moved to center field. Chris Owings is now a center fielder. Robbie Erlin is back to being a starter. Pretty much nothing really. Yeah, there aren't many big ones. Stephen Wright got moved to a relief pitcher, so he's now a common. That's a big one. What else? Yeah, there's really nothing. So, yeah. That's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.